Hello, hello, can you guys hear me? We're gonna do a quick audio check. Says I'm live here. Hear me? There we go. I can hear myself on YouTube. Let me check Twitch. Let's see here. Alright, mic check, mic check. Alright, mic check, mic check. Alright, I can hear myself on both platforms. Let's see here. Do it this way. And I'm going to try to switch between YouTube and Twitch. Actually, let me see if I can have them both open here, my phone. Alright, I'm gonna see if at some point, if you guys can hear me, let me know in the chat there. It's been a long time since I've done a stream on Flight Sim. It's been a longer time since I've done a stream on both platforms at the same time. So this will be very interesting to do. So anyways, let's get started. We're going to be doing quite the long stream today. As you guys can see in the title, the viewers pick the flights that we do. As of right now, we're spawned in here at Key West. Yeah, we're in here in Key West, and I'm thinking of doing a flight from Key West somewhere in the States, probably Atlanta. We're planning for Atlanta, unless somebody gives us a good one to do. Yeah, because I think Atlanta will be a decent flight to go to. Just start out with. What is this person flying? I flying Spirit. Okay. So yeah, sorry, I was looking at Volanta to see if there's any ATC online. The only ATC online is Chicago, which is a little bit unfortunate, but it's okay. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start the flight. I gotta make a flight plan because I completely forgot to do that. So I bet let me make one real quick. Alright, so we're gonna depart KEYW to Atlanta. Find E175. I think it's gonna be like an hour and 15, hour and 30-minute flights. Generating a flight plan now. Airtime 138, so yeah. We're gonna get that loaded in the different apps that we have here. And we can go ahead and get started in the simulator. Alright. GPU is plugged in and external power on. And we can flick on the two batteries. That is on, that's there. Testing our fire equipment. Everything looks good. We're not going to turn on the APU quite yet because we still got some time. So continue with the pre-flights. Since Key West only has 2 runways, we can go ahead. 9 and 27. We're gonna call them wet. I wouldn't say they're contaminated, but it is raining outside, so we're gonna call them wet. Yeah, I think it's safe to say we can call them wet. So We're gonna start the GSX
Refueling
boarding.
truck is on its way. Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
I'm gonna do my best to check chat, but if I haven't checked in a while, you guys make sure to let me know in the comments here.
Fuel truck is in position.
I'm also going to...
Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it. Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
Alright, so we got YouTube open, and we're gonna go ahead and open up Twitch. TWITCH.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Alright, so just in case everything else fails, I have
Passenger's bus is coming.
both streams playing on the computer as well. If it takes too much performance, I'll have to close out of it, but as of right now, it should be okay. Passenger bus is on its way, so here in a couple minutes, we're going to go ahead and get
Departure
started.
checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Here in a couple minutes, we're going to go ahead and get the APU on. I don't think it's even that hot in the aircraft, if I'm being honest. Alright, it's 26, 28, 28, so it's about like 40, 50.
Locking
Passenger's
gear.
boarding starting.
We call it 50 or 60. Yeah. Let's see here. We're gonna go ahead and get our flight plan inserted into our FMC here. So we're going from K-dubs to KATL. And our flight number is, I believe, FSE 175. Yep. So FSSE 175. Throw that there, and we're gonna send off through ACORS to get our flight plan. Flight plan received. Go here and apply active. Now you always want to verify that it's your flight plan by going to flight plan, see K-dubs, cattle. So there we go. We're going to also insert, we're going to clear that message out, our departure, which is the JMC departure, I think it is. Also, we're departing off of runway 09. JMAC transition, apply. Arrival, we're arriving to runway 27 left in Atlanta. Do they give me a point they want me to start at? Bjorn, Golf, ground 2. So we're gonna go with this one, that should be the start. Ground 2. Bjorn. And apply. Alright, so that's our flight plan inserted. Got 10,590 pounds of fuel on board. We have to block out with 10,585, so we got enough fuel for the flight. You should have a little bit more. Next time I do a flight, I'm gonna make sure to add some more in there for contingency, considering that we're departing into a rainstorm. But I think Atlanta should be clear of weather, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look on the map here.
This way. Boarding pass, please. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
SimBrief does not want to show me weather.
Hello.
Up there it is. I wasn't clicking the right thing. Alright, so Atlanta should be clear of weather. All they have right now is a tower controller. A third of my flight is going to be in clouds. As of right now, we got some weather from Key West from the bottom portion of it. And it looks like it goes up to Palm Bay. Yeah, Palm Bay is pretty much like the tops of it. Shouldn't be too bad. I want to see what the boarding progress looks like right now. 45 out of 53. So, I'm not sure where they are at on the baggage, but we're going to go ahead and start the APU. So, APU start. So, you're going to go here, click it once. It's doing a self-test. Now it's ready. And APU start.
Welcome on board.
Alright, now that the APU is on, let's go ahead and get our ground power disconnected. We got the air conditioning going. And we go ahead and the GPU disconnect. Maybe? Disconnect. There we go. We're going to remove our engine covers. You can remove the cones. And we're going to send our V speeds over to the FMC. We had a VR of 133, V1 of 133, VR of 138, V2 engine out speed is 143, and then a flaps retract speed of 194. Trim set for 3.5, and flex temp doesn't give us one, so pretty much we're using max takeoff. So our trim was 3.4. Go ahead and set that. Up, down. $3.4. Alright, so we're pretty much ready to go. The APU is running, it's going on the air conditioning things. You do have to turn on these lights, so we go this one, and this one go on. They're done fueling, so we can turn the seatbelt sign on. They're done boarding. Passengers are just about done being boarded. The baggage is almost done being loaded. Looks like they actually just finished the baggage, so we're looking at an on-time departure as of right now. Time is 18:53 Zulu. Wants me to depart at 19:15 Zulu, so We still got like a little over 20 minutes or so. Let's see here. We are cruise altitude is going to be 34,000 with an initial altitude of 32. And we're gonna go manual speed, and we're gonna set our speed for 200. Alright, first flight of the day with the E-175. Even got the forward bin glow with air. Just making sure that I'm checking both chats. Alright. They should be done with everything, so we're going to go ahead and get GSE to push us back. Pay for pushback and departure. And we'll go ahead and close all the doors. So close this one, this one, this one. All doors are closed. 70 meters seems kind of far. Just like settings. We're gonna bring this up. This one. Go 40 meters. All right, so. Let's see here. Beacon light on. I gotta make sure I run through the checklist real quick. Give me 1 second. Alright, before I start, above the line pre-flight checks complete. Fuel quantity check. We're supposed to have 10,585, and we currently have 10,540. But that's that'll be enough to get us there. We'll probably get some shortcuts along the way. Oops, I'm in the wrong thing. Where did I go? It's right here. Alright. MCDU check. It's set. Pure oxygen check. Should be good. Let's see here. Oh, it's down here. Forget how you test it, if I'm being honest. I don't think you can test it in this airplane, actually. I think it's the Airbus I was thinking of. I think the Airbus you can test it. So, we call it checked. Altimeter set and cross check. Altimeter for Key West is 3001. We got 329 3001. Alright, altimeter set and cross checked. .3001, and we got 3001. Alright. Flight instruments are set. Seatbelt sign is on. Before takeoff checklist briefing. We don't really need to do that one. So the harnesses are checked and secure. Takeoff performance is set. Brake set to RTO. RTO. Let's see here. Trim is set. Doors and windows are closed and locked. Beacon is on. Transponder is set to VFR. Parking brake, we'll get that in a second, and then we can do start our engine. So we'll go ahead and call for engine starts. Or call for pushback. Alright, ground beacon on. Start pushback.
Release parking brakes.
Alright, ground beacon on. Brakes are released. You guys are clear to push.
All engines clear. Start at will.
Alright, and copy that we are clear to start. Spin one. Spin one.
Set parking brakes.
Brakes are set. You guys are clear to disconnect. We can see you guys later. Bye bye.
Unlocking gear. Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Just realized that there's a certain airspace that's closed off. Interesting. There's a either American or Envoy, someone like that. And they've just flew from St. Petersburg to Key West, so that's interesting. We're gonna go ahead and actually we're gonna file a flight plan so we can do this on the VATSIM network. So profile on network. Do VATSIM. Alright, that engine is started. We can go ahead and shut down the APU so we can, once we're ready, we can also cross bleed air to get that other engine started. It said that it was sent, so we're gonna get vPilot open. Where's my call sign supposed to be? I forgot. 2002. That's kind of loud. Alright, Squawk 3326. Three, 326. Put that there. Alright, so we are now started our engine. And set our flaps. It has been well over 2 minutes. You know, there's an Allegiant airplane sitting right there. 122.8. I don't know if this is an actual airplane or if this is just like AI. Oh no, this is actually somebody here. Alright, so we're gonna get out of the way. There. Let's see here. We're gonna be taxiing Alpha to runway 9. And we are on the network. Yeah. Alright. And Key West traffic, Brickyard 2002. We are going to be taxiing to runway 9 via Alpha, Key West. Alright. Go ahead. Turn off the brakes. I was hoping to make that left, to make that right turn. That's why I started the engine number 1. There's that guy there, so. Remember, coming up here, and then we'll just make a left turn up here. Just make 3 left turns, that's fine. Yeah, Legion's still sitting over there, so I don't know what he's doing. Matter of fact, I forgot to turn on 6. There we go. Alright, and we're gonna head and flick on the other engine. Alright, flap set, APU off, electronics, flight control check, and nose wheel side taxi light on. So now that we have both engines running, let's go ahead and run through a flight control test. Alright, flight controls are free and correct. Before takeoff, cabin secure, takeoff data review, we're good. ACAS checked, brake temps check, and config check. And all the other lights turned on. Alright, brakes up to RTO. Kind of doing a bit of a fast taxi out here. We departed here, what, 10 minutes early? Yeah, about that, because, yeah, it's, our departure time was 19:15, it's now 19:20. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and get these lights turned on here. That's on, stripes lights can come on, and we're good for takeoff.
Takeoff, okay.
Alright, takeoff is good. Cleared left. Cleared right. And Key West traffic, Brickyard 2002. We are taking a runway 9 for departure to the north, Key West. Takeoff. Buzzer, wait, let's pull that gear up. Auto throttle can get engaged. There we go.
Key West traffic number 417 Bravo Alpha lining up 09.
Okay, West traffic, Brickyard 2002. We are turning north for the departure to the north. We'll see you guys later. Bye bye. Alright, so we made our last radio call to Key West. We are climbing at an extraordinary rate, so we'll pitch down a little bit. But I get into the soup here. Get the autopilot ready to fly the aircraft. We're gonna get nav on, flight level change. The autopilot's already taking control of the auto throttle. We go ahead and, well, we gotta wait till we can put our flaps up actually, so I'm gonna go ahead and engage the autopilot. Alright, good track 1 onto flaps. Bring our speed up. About 220. And we got 210. We're gonna pull out a notch, last notch of flaps.
And Key West traffic number 417 Bravo Alpha departing 09 to the north.
Where is he going? He's a Learjet. On the VATSIM network. He doesn't have. Oh, he's doing a Greensboro or Greensville. Alright, so we're going to stay at 122.8, but we're also going to tune in 121.5. And we're going to put that in COM 2 so we can listen to 121.5. Climbing through 9,000. We can go ahead and turn our speed up now to 240. And it is bumpy on this flight today. Let's go take a look into that.
And Key West traffic number 417 Bravo Alpha, climbing through 2,300, runway heading, departing to the north.
I wonder if that airplane's fun to fly. The Learjet, I think he's flying. I can't even tell because he does since he doesn't have Volanto doesn't know the aircraft or what simulator he's flying in, so one can only imagine. See, we're flying out of here. It is dark, I'll tell you that. Like, really dark. Alright, we're climbing back through 10,000. We can go ahead and turn off all those lights. We are going to keep the fasten seatbelt sign on for a while though, because we are flying through weather. Like, look at them dark clouds. If the weather is still the same way it is right now, we might fly back here after flying wherever we're gonna go. But right now, I'm not really sure where we should go. You guys think we should go to Minneapolis after this? Key West, LA to Minneapolis. Since we're crossing through 15, we can go ahead and turn our speed up more. We're supposed to have a landing time of 21:20 Zulu. But we're gonna reach there early. This here is saying 140 minutes, so like it's saying we're supposed to get there 2 hours and change early. I can imagine it being just about that. Volanta is showing us of a landing time of Volanta said we're gonna be landing in an hour and 20 minutes from now, so we'll see how true any of the how true any of that is. 16:41 is our estimated landing time, which is 4:21, 4:41 local. So we'll see how this goes. Airplane's thinking it's airplane's doing some anti-icing stuff. We can also verify that here under anti-ice. Yep, it's got the flaps and the slats both under anti-ice protection. You can see that there. back to our flight plan. There we go. Alright, I will be back here in a couple minutes. Shouldn't be long. I'm just gonna run out real quick. Stay here, keep an eye on the flight. Matter of fact, stay in the cabin. I will see you guys here in a couple minutes.
Descend to 5,000 and then speed 180 once you're level at 5,000.
Roger that. Descending 5,000, then speed 180. American 712.
Delta 6 Alpha Charlie, expect ILS runway 10 left approach unless you prefer the RNets. Ooh, there's an area of light precipitation building to moderate for the remainder of the arrival.
Roger, Deville, copy Delta 6 Alpha Charlie.
.com 27 Lima, expect ILS runway 10 left approach.
ZLS 10 left approach, .com 27 Lima.
Delta-com 27 Lima, negative, just expect it.
Oh, expect 10 left.
Settle land.
Settle land, runway 9 representative society.
Miami Center, Brickyard, 2002, 320.
D33.
Brickyard 2002, Miami Center, roger. American 1126, cross runway 12 at uniform taxi ramp, uniform Papa Whiskey November.
Cross runway 12 at uniform Papa Whiskey November, American 1126.
Sorry about that, guys. So it was
Delta
going
1077, frequency change
for
approved.
a bit longer than I wanted to. Had something to take care of.
And Brickyard
Anyways,
2002, you'll actually be exiting my space now, freak change approved.
frequency change approved. Sorry for the delay. Brickyard 2002.
No worries. United 11, United 1692, heavy runway 9 or clear land. Caution wake turbulence for 7 miles of trail, heavy 747.
There we go. Yeah, I was gone for a bit longer than I wanted to, and then when I came back, they had sent me like a whole lot of messages. So the next, is there any more ATC frequencies? There is just Atlanta. So yeah, I honestly didn't even realize that he was trying to contact me. It was, again, I had stepped away for a little while now. Let me see here. Just trying to catch up on everything, see what's going on here. These papers over here. Alright, so also I just realized over on YouTube, YouTube did not port over my Streamlabs didn't port over my stuff that I had posted. Close out Discord. I'm just closing on some of the stuff that I don't need necessarily. This guy on one of the supervisors in what's it called? The supervisor's on VATSIM. He told me in a message, and I'm like, bro. Alright, so we're gonna actually get stuff set up for our descent here. We save the changes over on YouTube. It's messaging, I was still messaging. And we're gonna do 0, 20-ish minute. And it looks like lot of people flying into Chicago O'Hare. There's not a whole lot of air traffic controllers open right now. But it's popping over in Europe. I'll tell you, Europe has like, I think right now Europe has probably like 11 times the flights that we have right now. Yeah, Europe has so many flights right now. They are so busy. Europe tends to be more busy than the US most days, actually. Jesus. That scares me every time. It's like these flights, whenever there's no ATC, it's kind of like boring. I was hoping that there would have been like ATC like popping up, considering that the day is like almost over. But except for Miami, that's the only person left. Yeah, I don't know. I think I might end it. I think I might end it in Atlanta, at least until other controllers can come online. I kind of don't really feel like going back into Florida. Yeah, I'd rather avoid going to Florida if I could. So we'll hang out here. Leave the bad weather behind us. 927 left. Which side of the runway is that? Which side of the airport is that again? Oh, that's the far side of the runway. And it's a fairly short runway. Well, it's not that bad, but it's like a quarter of the. It's like 3/4 of the length of the main runway there. It looks like there's gonna be a slight sell for when we get there. It's gonna be like scattered weather. Shouldn't be anything too bad though. You know what we'll do? We're gonna end it in Atlanta, and then maybe tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow there's gonna be more air traffic controllers online. I know on Friday and Saturday there's gonna be a lot of controllers, but I am not gonna be on Saturday. I got work, and when I get home from work, I'm like tired, so I can't stream on the weekends. If you see me stream on the weekends, just know that I'm very tired. Alright, we can go ahead and start our descent down to flight level 180. Yep, flight level 180. Let's go ahead and descend at 1,500 feet per minute. The speed brakes, lower the speed a bit. I thought I heard people talking. I was like, wait a minute. Give me 1 second, I'll be right back, guys.
service will soon walk through the cabin to collect unnecessary waste.
All right, we're back. The flight attendants brought me some snacks. Well, I guess a light meal you'll call it. Well, I think in 10 minutes we can descend nearly 10,000 feet, so we should be fine. I'm also just not realizing that I never turned on the fasten seatbelts on. Or turned it off, but since we're in no descent now, it doesn't really matter. So then after Beeborn, after Beeborn, we'll go down. See, by seeing that Strider has a floor of 24,000 feet, we're gonna stay at 18, and then pretty much gonna be at 18 until Azog. So once we pass, so between. So we're gonna go Beeborn at flight level 180, Strider at, and then we're gonna go from Strider at 180, and then descend to Gimli at 11,000. The whole time it wants us to be at 11,000 on that airway. Come in. Once we get to Smog, When we get the small, we descend again to 9,000. Actually, nope. We're gonna be at 11,000 all the way down to Howler. Howler, we're good on the 10. Shoaler, we're good on the 8. And then that's when we'll pick up the approach track for 27 left. Okay, we're gonna terminate in Atlanta, and then we're gonna pick up tomorrow. Tomorrow, though, I would like to do some more flights, like a lot more flights. This dude's name is Just the Tip Tanks. That's funny. Looks like he's traveling in that direction, so I don't think that's him. Wonder where that Learjet is. I think it was like something. I think it's November 401 Bravo Alpha. Let me type that in. November 401 BA. Yeah, I don't know where that guy went. Wonder if he crashed. Let's see here. Nope, that's not him. There's a possibility he probably like diverted somewhere. I don't know where to go. Yeah, he was going to Greensville. We took way less food than I thought we were going to. And we got a full flight too, so that's really surprising. All right. I am gonna mute real quick. I did not say eat. I say mute. I'm gonna mute real quick, and then when I come back from being mute, because I gotta upload a TikTok real quick. So let me finish editing, and then I'll be right back. Give me about 5-ish minutes. I'll be back. Alright, y'all. The YouTube video, the YouTube short, and the TikTok was both uploaded. I had them 60% edited, so I had to do the other 40% and then upload them to both platforms. So, let's see here. We are reaching Gimli. We have to go to Azos. I said that one had to be, what, 11,000, right? Yeah, we can go down to 11,000. Alright, so we can go 11,000 set. Need to check. We got that set up. We're gonna go speed brakes fully deployed. And speed decrease. Just so that way it doesn't pitch down like super crazy. Run through the descent checklist. So, lights and seatbelt signs are on. We're gonna go ahead and turn on our landing lights, even though we're not below 10,000. We're just gonna flick them on now. Just turn them on and forget about them. Landing data review. We're gonna do that a little bit later. Auto brake set. We're gonna go medium. Seatbelt and shoulder harness, and we're good. Approach briefings complete. Let me see. Where is that tab? It's right here. Alright, so we're landing at KTL. Runway 7 left. Conditions are dry. That's good. Switch to QNH. QNH for Atlanta is 3002. Flaps full. Weight in pounds is going to be, what is our estimated weight? Estimated landing weight 69,731. 69,731. Reversers, forwarders. Alright, so we can go landing brakes set to medium. That'll be more than enough for what we need. Matter of fact, we go low. Auto brakes low. That'll give us a rollout about halfway down the runway. And we had it set 3002 here. Set and all right. Before landing, flight attendants notify landing gear down 3 green, flaps set, and landing lights on. Speed breaks down. Jeez, I can't talk today. See what the wing looks like. The E-175 is a cool little birdie. The E-Jets in general are just cool little birdies. I think once we land, I'm going to do a quick flight from Atlanta to Pittsburgh. Not in the E-Jet. We're going to fly the the CRJs, because I bought them and I haven't really used them much. So we're gonna fly the CRJ from land of the pit. Looking for CR. There we go. CRJ 900. An alternate airport of Minneapolis. Okay. So I can imagine the tanks are going to be fairly full. Alright, let's see here. Once we get to Smog, we can go down to 9,000. Unit Azog in 1 minute. I think after that is Smog. Yeah. Alright, so now we can go down to Smog. Turn our speed down to 220. Just saw some lightning over on that side over there. We got clouds now, but it shouldn't be cloudy by the time we get down. Down on the ground, it should be VFR weather. Yeah, it's showing that it's VFR weather. Miles visibility, few clouds at 5,005, scattered at, we got thunderstorm, clouds at 5,500, scattered at 9,000, broken at 2,000, broken at flight level 200, temperature 29, dew point 14, altimeter 3002. Alright, so we're good on that. There we go. See, our clouds are already starting to clear up. Looks like a lot of that stuff is over there. So, look at all those clouds over there. An airport? No, that's not an airport. I thought that was. But yeah, the Embraer E-Jets are my favorite regional jet. Actually, that might be like my top 3 favorite planes to fly. Just so modern, so sleek. Has performance. It doesn't slouch on that. I'm gonna see if there's any way I can give myself a shortcut. No, not really. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna climb back to 11,000, and then we're gonna pretty much blast our way over there. I don't know why the engine spooled back like that. I got nervous. Stay at 300 knots. I believe Atlanta Center is now online, so there's that. Atlanta Center, Brickyard, 2002, flight level 1.